it all works out. So sometimes even at my age, because I'm still my younger self, and I start to worry, back to that first question, I'll imagine myself in a park, just sitting on the grass, maybe with Luna, looking out onto the water, and a 75-year-old version of me is sitting on the bench behind me. And she's saying to me, everything you're going through right now, you can't see it, but you were asked for it before you were born, and it's going to lead you to a higher path for yourself. I never asked to be laid off from that job at the school board in 2003. I felt humiliated. I felt like I wasn't enough. And when they asked me to come back to the school board in October, I didn't realize that wasn't the dream for me, that being at the college was. So I would say to my younger self to hold on, to find something to do in the moment, and to have faith. And when you don't have faith, you turn to a team like SRC, and they're going to remind you why you have to have faith. Brian, think about what you've been through, and you had no idea that this was going to be the destiny, and you are done. We're going to be in California. You're going to be down the block from me. We're going to have a virtual empire. You know, so back to that North Star. Every single North Star vision you have for yourself doesn't happen when it's easy. It happens because it's hard. So I never, ever, 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 Alexandra, we're partners here. I don't believe in lowering the bar. I believe in helping you above the bar. So even with students that will have accommodations, I will often say, you know what, maybe let's try the first test without the accommodation and see how you do before making the assumption that you need it. So whatever accommodation that you think you might have, you might not need it, whatever that accommodation is in life. Okay, and how did I handle that? So Jorge, to answer that question, oh, that was your question. And then, okay, so more about self-motivation. Part of self-motivation, like for me, the way I do it, honestly, there's such a connection between focus and motivation for me. So the more scattered my focus is, the less motivated I am. So that my dreams are so friggin' huge. We don't know each other well enough to actually say the full F word. My dreams are so huge that sometimes I exhaust myself. Like I even know this. See this is it. I only have 2 speeds. I was thinking about what the other one is, like full on and like nothing. So like nothing, right? So I really do, this is the silver lining of COVID. I really do enjoy my time alone now because I just recharged my batteries. But I find if I'm not motivated, I'm too scattered. So the person that asked that, and I'm sure it applies to all of you, pull back. And this is a time to really pull back because you can't be everything to everybody because then you'll be nobody to anybody. So I'm like a good friend. Like I have like 3 friends, like, but that's all I can really handle. And most of you think your parents are ridiculously boring because they don't have so many friends. They have quality friends over time. So I taught at the university for 10 years. I don't teach at the university anymore. I wrote for McGraw-Hill. I wrote 3 textbooks. I don't do that anymore. I wrote for the Drive magazine for 2 years. I don't do that anymore. I like this SRC is probably in the college and my husband. These are my 3, like that's it. Everything else is an extra. And as soon as I start to feel drained, goodbye. So I know that about myself. So think about yourself too in terms of motivation. How to keep ourselves motivated for progress that is smaller than your expectations. So once again, honestly, my biggest dream, if you were to ask me my biggest dream in the world, is I want to bring psychology to the world. But I can only do it 1 video at a time, and I make sure my videos are less than 3 minutes. So whatever it is, cut it in half, cut it in half, cut it in half. So keep it small, really keep it small.